There isn't much that doesn't outrage Fox News, and on Monday, Fox News got furious about Merriam-Webster, the dictionary company, changing the definition of the word anti-vaxxer. Without spoiling it, take a look at this absolutely ridiculous segment that Fox News put out, because apparently they have nothing better to talk about. Here it is.
Group that could have explained it a little bit better, but I wanted to point this out as well. You brought this to our attention in a tweet this morning that you did, that there is a new definition in Merriam-Webster's dictionary. This is not a joke, folks, that changes the definition of an anti-vaxxer to a person who opposes the use of vaccines or regulations mandating vaccination. You're a wordsmith. I know that, having worked with you in the past. This makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. And look, first of all, who appointed Merriam-Webster? I didn't realize they were public health experts to decide what is the definition of an anti-vaxxer. Second of all, I'm vaxxed, I'm boosted, but I oppose mandates. Does that make me an anti-vaxxer? My AEI colleague, Dr. Scott Gottlieb, former FDA commissioner, is opposed to vaccine mandates. He's on the board of Pfizer. So when your definition of anti-vaxxer includes a member of the board of Pfizer, which produced the vaccines, you're probably getting it wrong.
That guest, by the way, is Mark Thiessen, who did serve, in fact, as a speechwriter for George W. Bush. He also served as a speechwriter for Donald Rumsfeld. He's also a contributor to the Washington Post. So the guy knows his way around words, right? I mean, that's what Dana Perino, the host, was getting at. You're a wordsmith. I've seen it in action. You're really going to take dictionary advice, about the meaning of words from a guy that worked for an administration that tried to redefine what torture is. Oh, it's not torture, it's enhanced interrogation. Yeah, you want to talk about changing definitions of words? I think your history, Mark Thiessen, speaks for itself on this. The people you worked for were masters of manipulating language in order to get what they wanted. But more importantly, because you didn't bring any of that up in the segment, of course, because, that's your legacy and you don't want to remind people of how horrible you are as a human being. But who cares? I mean, really, who cares? They've changed the definition of anti-vaxxer to include individuals who are against vaccine mandates. Against anti-vaccine mandates. Vax. You see how the words go together? Against vaccine. Anti-vax. I don't know, seems pretty damn accurate to me. But of course, this prompts these individuals, and I've seen plenty of them online as well, saying, how can I be anti-vax when I've gotten the vaccine and I've gotten the booster? Encouraging others to not get the vaccine, casting doubt on the efficacy of the vaccine, that's anti-vaxxer crap. I mean, Bobby Kennedy Jr. has been vaccinated, not with COVID as far as I know, but he's freely admitted that he's had all of his other vaccinations. Yet he is also out there encouraging people to not get the vaccine. That would qualify as an anti-vaxxer who has had vaccines in the past. Same thing with most of the anti-vaxxer movement. They grew up with all their vaccines and now they're saying, oh no, people don't do this. So you can't use that argument to try to argue that I can't be anti-vax because I have a vaccine. That's like saying I'm not racist because I have a black friend. It doesn't work that way, folks. But again, back to the most important part of all of this, who cares? If it bothers you that much that you've now been hit with this label, instead of getting mad at the label, maybe you need to look at your own beliefs and figure out where you went wrong.